Oh my gosh, y'all. I know if y'all seen the latest trailer of Love and Marriage Huntsville, then you see Miss Wanda in there. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. I hope she just stays a friend of the show, but it don't look like it. It look like she's in the mix. And I just realized it's been like 2-3 years since she been on the show. But how do you guys feel? She, to me, is up there with Martell when it comes to most hated cast member on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Oh my gosh. And then it's the fact, Tisha, I need to talk to Tisha, because if people were dragging my mama, remember how Mariah said that on Married to Medicine? That's my mama.
That's your mama, and that's my mama.
If people was dragging my mama the way that they dragging Miss Wanda online, I would not put my mom back on TV. I don't care if it's for a check, for ratings, to help the show do better. I don't care, because people really feel as though like Miss Wanda is bad for the show. They don't like her. They're questioning her intelligence. They feel as though that she's a disgrace to black women. These are not my words, but other people's words online. I will show you guys, because you know I be having proof. But if it comes down to all that, my mom don't gotta be on this show to entertain y'all. But I do understand that some people don't care how they get money, as long as they get in the money, as long as people are talking about them. But I don't know. I just have a little pride. Not to say Tisha and Miss Wanda don't, but I don't know. I just feel like I love my mom a lot, so I would want people to love my mom just as much. Are they going to agree with everything my mom do if we was on a reality TV show? Probably not. But when it gets to the level where people just like, I don't want to see this woman on screen, I'm tuning out. And also when the elder, because she's the elder, when the elder be acting like the children or the young adults or the people that are younger than her, that's a problem. So it don't even matter if, Miss Wanda is highly educated and went to Harvard or Howard University. It's the fact that like through life, you would think that she would be leading and trying to make resolution and peace. But to me, she be in the drama like Tisha and Melody and them were her peers. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know how you be when you around your mom? You feel like you have to be on your best behavior because that's the only thing that your mom is going to tolerate. But that's also the type of behavior your mom displays. So the fact that Miss Wanda just be in the mix, reaching out to coleslaw when she was on the show, talking about the hot children, it just really rubs people the wrong way. And I'm actually shocked that she's back on. So it goes to show, I'm just speculating, but let's talk about it, that Melody had a lot of pull, because the fact as soon as Melody's not on this season, here go Miss Wanda. And I just honestly feel like, all right, fine, mamas want to be on the show, but I think that the problem is when the mom starts being in scenes with other characters. That's your mom, Tisha. We don't gotta have to deal with her. So I really feel like this season everything will go swell with Miss Wanda if she just talks to Tisha, Marcel, and her grandkids. Keep it that way. She did not need to be interacting with the rest of the cast. I really never seen nothing like that. I'm thinking about when I will watch Love and Hip Hop. Early on, Jim Jones, his mom, and Chrissy. Jim Jones' mom only interacted with Jim Jones and Chrissy. I don't quite remember her really being in a lot of scenes with any other cast member. See, that's where I think that it becomes a problem. Because just because that's your mom, don't mean I have to have the utmost respect for her. And I may disrespect your mama if she coming at me or my kids. So I understand Melody and how she was moving. Before I have to lay your mama out, it's like, nah. But seriously, before I have to say something that I regret to your mama, let's get her off the show, because it's just like kind of what they were saying about Shawnee on Basketball Wives. Sometimes you want to be the big bad person in charge, being the executive producer, but then ain't nobody can tell you nothing when you're trying to be a castmate. Like, you cannot have it both ways. So hopefully this season, Miss Wanda will sit down and eat her food like New York Toad Pumpkin back in Flavor of Love days.
You should have just sat there and ate your food.
Because we don't need no situations up in here. But like I said, honestly, I just thought that she probably would feel like, oh no, I'm not coming back to the show. And like I said, Tisha has a daughter. I'm not about to have my mom on the show or whatever. And but you know what? Let me not judge. Miss Wanda could have done the work. She probably could have seen the reactions or what people were saying online. And maybe she's a changed woman. And I shouldn't judge. But like I said, she is up there with Martell. But let me know what y'all think Is Miss Wanda the most hated cast member on the show next to Martell? And I'm also curious, who would you like to see back on the show? Would it be Stormy, her husband, Lewis, and Tiffany, their dynamics? Who would y'all like to see back on the show? Because I already know y'all not really feeling this cast. Actually, y'all not feeling the show too. That's sad. I hope that Love and Marriage Huntsville producers, executive producers, all that, take into account how people feel and definitely revamp the show. Even bring Melody back, but just have it done in a different way. I actually do think people tune into the show for educational reasons and also to see aspirational living, to see how these Black people are in spaces that they normally don't occupy. So I think that's what people are craving and missing. And not so much of all the drama and the cattiness, and especially from somebody's mama. Not trying to judge or anything, but it can be a bit much, especially when she's supposed to be the elder setting the example. But how can she do that when she just kind of be in the mix like everybody else? Now, she be funny. Miss Wanda be funny when she be getting Marceau together. I don't know. Everybody be funny when they be getting Marceau together. Even when Melody used to have her sit down with Marceau. Every time somebody get Marceau together, that'd be kind of funny because he just swear he knows it all. So I know he probably be crunching inside when it's the woman that put him in his place, but I like to see it. Now that's good TV. So let's see how Miss Wanda sit up there and get on Marceau nerves. See, that's what it is right there. She need to get on her family's nerves because they don't want to have grace and love and a relationship with her. The other cast members don't. They really just kind of probably were tolerating her on the strength that it was Tisha's mom. But you just cannot sit up there and think everybody's going to have all that same grace, or nor should they. As far as other people concerned, they just see her as another woman, and when you want to play down here with us. So, yeah, y'all. I was just shocked to see her in the trailer. Now you want to come back now that Melody's not here. You see how people do? Now that you're not around, they want to come back and act like everything is good and all gravy. See, this is why I have to go. I have to watch the show so I can report back to y'all the life lessons that be happening. You see, people wasn't even doing it like how you was doing it until you left. Now they want to come up and be all in the mix. It don't work like that. But we want to see. And like I said, hopefully Miss Wanda is a changed woman. She isn't kicking up mess. She is being the elder, the matriarch of the group where people can come to for advice, and that'll be that. No, let me sound happy. I have to sound like I'm happy that this is happening, and I have to sound hopeful that we may get a change from this woman. But I'm not that hopeful. I am, but I'm not. Yeah, it's like you're in the middle. It could go either way. Other than that, let me know what y'all think. Do not forget to drop down the comments. I do want to hear from you. How do y'all feel about Miss Wanda being back on our screens after I thought she was not supposed to be? But here we are. How do y'all feel about people's parents being on the show, period? I just feel like parents should be in scenes here and there. I don't think they need to be like a regular cast member. And like I said, I don't think that they should be mixing, mingling with the other cast members that aren't their family, that they are not related to, because it just can really get messy. Same thing on Tisha's side. If somebody talk to my mama crazy, now we gonna have a problem. So it's just a lose-lose situation any way you think about it. So, because I would be clapping back at y'all online, talking about my mama. No, I'm playing. But I would. But I still want y'all to be able to say exactly how y'all feel about these situations. Because like I said, online people was not holding back about how they felt about Miss Wanda. So, see. But maybe they feel like it's for the show and they just rolling with the punches. But okay, I'm really about to leave this time. I will talk to you guys again soon. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Y'all know I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I already see it. I already see the plaque in my room. On my wall. And then I hope this is your sign to do your YouTube channel too. It's space, it's money for all of us to eat out here. If you ever had the idea, the goal, I would like to try that. I would like to do what that YouTuber is doing. I would like to do what Sin is doing. You can do it. Go ahead and start your channel. Actually, make sure you drop that in the description as well. If you start a YouTube channel, you posting regularly so I can subscribe. I think we should all be supporting each other and, making all our dreams come true. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.